You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey there, welcome back to the hood table, you guys. What's up? Come on in. It is, what day is it? Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, y'all. So come on in for this Thirsty Thursday TV show review. We are going to be reviewing Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubts. And we are going to discuss some doubts that I might be having and some doubts that other people in the show are currently having, including Jax. So you guys, make sure you come on in. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the hood table if you happen to be new here, and feel free to hit the membership button. And the Cash App, if you want to donate to the commentary, is $ the hood table 402. So, you guys, we had a surprise guest on this show. And I always loved to see, or enjoy seeing, I should say, Candy Burris. We all know who Candy is. Candy Girl, queen of Candy Coated. She was one of the members of one of my favorite all-time girl groups, Escape. She is an actress. She is a philanthropist. I can never say that right. Philanthropist. Businesswoman. She's a dancer. She's a producer. She's a singer, songwriter, television personality star. One of the long-running stars on The Housewives of Atlanta as well. And every now and then she shines on some of these TV shows. Not really reality shows outside of Housewives, but just like drama shows. She's usually in these drama TV series shows, and I really enjoy seeing her every time. I think she's a pretty okay actress out of like some of the actresses or actors that I have seen that are actually like rappers or R&B stars, you know, those who didn't really grow up on TV. So yeah, I enjoy seeing her in this episode. Her character, one of the characters that she did play was one of JT's exes. And JT, of course, is Chanel's ex-husband. Well, dead husband, we should say. And also, as far as, you know, the character Candy, that was in the show. Let's see, what was her name again? Candy in the show. Hold on, let me find it. I don't know why I can't remember. And oh yeah, you guys, if you're just getting in here, please make sure you like and share the video. Please and thank you very much. Ebony. So in this TV show, this particular episode, I don't know if Ebony's going to show up again after what happened in this episode, but Candy's character was Ebony. Again, one of JT's baby mamas, one of his longtime people that he had a relationship with, and they thought that she was a great fit to be, you know, on the case or in the trial, you know, testifying basically on behalf of Chanel. That didn't work out quite too well though, but I still enjoyed her part that she did in this episode. Now, one thing I wanted to start off with, actually, let me pull up this story, this magazine article. Okay, so Candy, she got a chance to get interviewed about this TV show episode that she did, and she was a little bit intimidated. That's what she said. She said she had an awesome time, but it was a little intimidating. And I'm gonna just read from this article here. It says Candy Burris said working alongside Reasonable Doubt stars Emma. How do you say her name? Emma Zotzi? Ime Yahtzee? You know what? And Morris Chestnut. Was an amazing experience, but a bit intimidating in the beginning. Coming on set for Reasonable Doubt, they have so many amazing actors on that show, so it can be a little bit intimidating. That is what Burrs told The Wrap. She said it was awesome working with them. They were amazing, but it was a little intimidating once again because they are so great at what they do and obviously had done great things that I've already seen that it's like, okay, I got to step my game up, right? That's what she said. Now, she also said that the opportunity to play Ebony came to her quickly and in an unexpected way. What had happened was she and Reasonable Doubt creator Ramla Muhammad just so happened to cross paths while en route to Atlanta, Burris' hometown, and one of the filming locations for the Hulu Onyx Collective series. She said she was on a trip coming back to Atlanta and she ran into Ramla and she was letting me know she was coming to Atlanta to work on the show. And we exchanged information. So she hit her up and started talking. And Burris explained we met for dinner. And she said, what type of stuff do you really want to do? Candy said, I was like, I've always wanted a role that could really show the in-depth side of me to something that people never see me do. And this was a good part for that. This was definitely a good part for that. And again, you guys, make sure you're liking and sharing the video on the way in. Thank you so very much. But yeah, so she said, I've always wanted to do a role that can show the depth of the inside of me, something that could be really emotional and all that. And she was like, okay, all right, I think I got something for you. And maybe we'll get together and work on something in the future. But maybe a week or so later, they hit up Candy's team and brought her in to read for the role. That's how quickly that stuff can happen. You know, you never know when you run into certain people. Be on your A game, child. Be on your A game. But anyway, she said it's a lot of different issues that, you know, the character was dealing with that she's seen out there in the world. It was like multiple things happening just in one character. So I felt like I had a lot of people that I could pull from in situations that I've seen in real life to help me get in the mindset. And then Candy continued. She's a woman who dealt with substance abuse, and that is the character that she played. Okay. She was dealing with substance abuse and trying to stay on the right path at the same time. But obviously, she falls to the wayside, and she is also dealing with the past abuse in a relationship, specifically from JT. You know, a popular person, successful, all those things, which is crazy. All type of real life stuff that can really happen. And that's happening in the world right now. And she goes on to say, wow, you know what? This just made me think of Diddy. Powerful, successful. Anyway, she says, we have these men who are successful, who are popular, and the women that are with them automatically feel like, yeah, whatever I got to do, whatever he say, you always believe in the person that you look to as a hero, but that other person in their life, they just fall to the wayside because they feel defeated. Like nobody's going to listen. And that's what's happening right now. A lot of people, even in real life now, they're about to go to court on this Diddy thing. And in this TV show in particular, it's like the same type of thing going on right now. Popular men, very successful, very well known, a lot of fans, and behind doors, they're very abusive to the women in their life. So again, I thought Candy did a great job on this particular episode. And you guys can let me know how you felt about this. And also feel free to comment in the chat about how you feel about the different storylines that we're going to be speaking about, okay? So in the beginning, let me scroll back up. Okay, first of all, last episode. I'm kind of upset because last episode, we saw at the end where Chanel was on the phone with her cousin Sally, right? And Chanel had told Sally that she thinks that it's finally time to tell the truth. So this episode, I mean, it's only like what, one more episode? This episode I just knew was the episode where we was going to find out the truth. We all have been guessing what the truth is. But do we really know for sure what the truth is? I still don't even know. I still have no idea. If y'all want to say who y'all think, actually killed JT, please feel free to drop it in the chat. And if you are watching the replay, feel free to put it in the comment section. Now, some of us have said it couldn't have been Chanel because she was on the ground when he got busted over the head when he was choking her, right? Some people said it could have been one of her kids. It could have been her boyfriend, her boy toy, Adrian, or it could have been somebody else. But who do you guys think really was the one who killed JT? Now, I'll tell you at the end of this show who I think it is, and I think it might be the same person who Jax think it is, but y'all feel free again to let me know who you guys think it is. So at the beginning of this episode, we have a little bedroom boom boom room action, right? With Sally and her husband Chris, who I think is really sexy, by the way. But it's obvious that despite ignoring her husband's advice to not put their home up for her cousin's case, her husband is still a man. Chris is still a man. Chris is so mad at her they done lost their house because Chanel tried to run off with her boyfriend and he didn't want his wife to put their house up, and he did. Child, she did it anyway, right? She did it anyway. Didn't listen to her husband. Her doggone cousin tried to run off with her man, and they called her, of course. They called her. But you know how it is. You put your house and shit up like that, it can be a wrap. But anyway, the brother has to be fed still. He's still a man. He's mad at his wife. He's even sleeping in different places right now because he's so frustrated and mad at her. But he still has needs and desires. The brother needs has to be fed. You know how it is when you like on the ends with your woman or man. Y'all might be broke up, y'all might be arguing or beefing, but you still got needs. Sorry, y'all, I had to hit mute because my son was going out the door and the alarm thing went off. But see you later. What, a water? It ain't even open. Can you get it? All right, son. Love you. Bye. All right. So anywho, where was I at? He had to get one of these water bottles. I just bought had an order from Walmart, and I got like this huge pack. It's like 45, 50 bottles of water sitting right here. So he had to grab a bottle of water. But anyway, the brother still got needs, right? And after releasing some pent up tension, Chris headed right back out. Where he been sleeping? Where has that man been sleeping? I actually thought that he was sleeping just in another room in the house until this episode. When I heard her ask him, "Are you finally coming home today?" And he was like, "Yeah." He said, "Unfortunately." So I don't know. He got tired of paying hotel bills. I don't know where the hell Chris been at. But anyway, after he hit that shit, he tore that shit up, had her all up on the wall and shit, got his rocks off. Then he grabbed his shit and left. She was looking like, you know what? It was good anyway. Whatever. It was good anyway. But anyway, Jax, she was trying to convince Natasha's mother, Ebony, who is played by Candy. Now, JT's daughter, Natasha, is by Ebony, who's played by Candy Burris. So she was trying to convince Natasha's mother, Ebony, to testify on behalf of Chanel. Because, again, Ebony had experienced the same type of abuse as Chanel, except for the drug habits. And helping her hubby in any way, just like Chanel, to get pain meds. Anytime he was in pain from playing his sports and, was on pain meds, he was like taking like 3, 4, 5 different pain medications. And what happened? Candy ended up getting addicted to the same pills that he was popping. Once she got addicted, he tried to get custody of their daughter. He never wanted their daughter in the first place. And that was the whole reason why he didn't like her anymore. He hated her. He had some animosity against her. He did not like the fact that she did not have an abortion. Like some of these ballers out here, some of these celebrities and entertainers, they go around having sex with all these women. And then once they get them pregnant, They want them to have an abortion. So he had some resentment for Ebony and wanted her to have abortion. She didn't do it. And ever since then, that was when he started putting his hands on her. So it's the same type of thing that Chanel went through, except for the drugs. When he get mad, when you don't do what he's supposed that he wants you to do, or if something is out of order, out of place, he puts blame on the women and he beats on them. And then when he's in pain, this is the craziest part. When he's in pain for playing sports and everything, when he gets injured, he wants the women to doctor him, to make him feel better, to run out and get his medicine. And at the same time, he's putting pain on them, bringing pain to their life, mentally, physically, you name it, right? It's like the irony. The irony, the irony. But anyway, so she explained to Chanel because Chanel was wondering what kind of mother just leaves her daughter like that with her father and just runs off and leave their daughter. She had no idea because JT was telling her a totally different story. He didn't tell her, yeah, I used to beat my ex's ass too. That's why she ain't around no more. That's why she got addicted to drugs, right? He never told Chanel that. So Chanel, for the first time ever, she got a chance to sit down with Ebony and find out the truth. Was Ebony going to testify? She agreed to it, but only if Chanel promised to tell their daughter Natasha the truth. Ebony didn't want to tell her. She wanted Natasha to tell her. And if she would have done that, she would have, went ahead and testified for her. But the crazy thing is, Mavis. This lady, why does she remind me? Who does she remind me of? She remind me of Elder Mother. Well, we call her Elder Marva on the TV show Ruthless, but I call her Mother. Elder Mother, that's who she reminds me of. Always defending her so-called son or the men in her life that are doing so much wrong, so much bad, so much evil, but they always got to defend them to their last and very breath. Now, JT used to stomp these women, drag these women, beat these women, everything. Had them on drugs, everything. But his mother, Mavis, every chance she gets to defend her son, she gonna do it. So what does she do? Runs into Ebony and tells her basically, if you come forward, if you get on that stand, I'm gonna make sure your daughter knew that you did more than drugs. And you know what that meant? They didn't even say it. Ebony didn't say it. Old Mother Mavis didn't say it. But we can read between the lines. When you're addicted to drugs, there are certain things that you sometimes might do to keep those drugs a coming. So I could just picture things like maybe stealing, maybe pawning stuff, selling stuff, maybe sexual favors, something like that. I'm just, how it is. You know how it is. But she was threatening to expose all those things to Ebony's daughter, and that actually made Ebony relapse. She like freaked out and have started having flashbacks to those experiences that she had been through, fearful of what her daughter might, hear about her. So she took to the bottle again after 3 years of being sober. She took to the bottles and the pills after realizing that she might not ever get her daughter back because Mavis said, I'll make sure you never get your daughter back. Ain't that some fucked up? That's a witch. His mama is a real witch. That's how them boys be though with they mamas, boy. That's how they be though. The mamas, boy, they will die for them boys no matter what they doing. But anyway, so she relapsed, and of course, she was in no shape to appear in court, even if she wanted to. Now, maybe next episode she been recuperated, maybe could appear in court. I don't know what's gonna happen because at the end of this episode again, when Jax ran down to the jail. Child, we're going to get to that in a minute. But let's talk about Lewis and Jack's son, Spencer. Now, I done said before that I think they be taking it too easy on that boy, right? And for some reason, the daughter, Jax's daughter, I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but I think she's starting to feel some type of way about her brother's treatment by her mom and dad, right? Because in this scene where, Jax was hugging and kissing him, talking about, you my how old you is, and he on punishment. Not saying we still ain't supposed to shower our kids with love, because I did that when they was on their punishment. I would get in their butt, take away everything out their room, and still be like, I love you. You know why I did it, right? Y'all wanna y'all wanna go out to eat. Y'all wanna, you might have your TV and your video games, your phone taken away, but you know how it is. But anyway, so she was showering him with some love and some kisses, and the daughter was in the hallway looking like, damn, is he on punishment or not? But yeah, so this time he's on punishment for his new friends. The new friends that he got from being involved in this theater program at school. Let's talk about his new friends. Once again, I think that they just been a little too light on him, a little too light. But as far as that vape situation, I know it's not cigarettes, things like that. I know it's not actual smoking a blunt or nothing like that. But it's still a vape and it still can do things to you as far as like chemically wise, right? And I, for one, wouldn't like my children vaping. Now, as kids get older, once they grown, you can do whatever the hell you want. But once you live in this house, as long as you still stay underneath this roof, if I don't want you to vape or smoke cigarettes, that's what I don't want you to do. So last episode, Jax found a vape in her son Spencer's jacket pocket that he had received from over at Aisha. At Aisha's house, right? But she felt like she couldn't be too hard on him when they have to still break the news to the baby, because they still have no idea that they daddy that made a baby outside of the home. So she's like, I still can't be that hard on him. We still got to break this to these guys, So she was being a little light on him anyway. But afterwards, they did take his phone. They did take his games. And that's like the smallest thing they could have done to me. Yeah, phones. Yeah, games. Yeah, internet. That all should have went away. Hey, T, how you doing, boo? I don't think the baby gonna make it either. And yes, he needed his ass. What, girl? We've been on this boy harder than his own mama and daddy had, right? But yeah, they took his phone, they took his games, but they didn't even actually did Jax even really hear what her son was saying about his friends? The fact that he literally told his parents that he said, what's the deal with it's just a vape. This is my friends, they do way worse. They do more stuff than I be doing. What? What you mean way worse? What they doing? Is they sniffing, snorting? I mean, what? Put something in their arm? Like, they didn't even ask anything about that. It was like it went in one ear and the other, and I'm sitting there like, if my sons would have came home and they smoking a new pimp in the hood, that's what we call it, and they say, but my friends that I hang around with, they do way worse than that. Boy, you ain't about to go around them friends anymore. Like, yeah, then he said, and you smoke, mom, girl. Well, he said, and you smoke. Did you see Jax? Now, she started to go in on him then when he started to put her ass out there, right? But before that, she was like, you ain't even gonna ask what your friends be doing, who house you be at. I'm gonna go talk to their parents. Man, they would have all been mad at me because I would have been snitching on everybody, and my child would have just been embarrassed, big time. Okay, big embarrassed, big mad. But yeah, he was like, but you smoke, mom. Boy, she must have wrenched that head around. It was one of those, when your kids do something and then they try to be like, but you, it was one of those, I brought you in this world and I could take your ass out of this world. It was one of those, do as I say and not as I do moments. That's what that was right there. His eyes got so big because he knew his mom was like, she was about to turn up for real. I was like, okay, Jax, that's how you should have been doing, okay? Shit, she talking about what you say, nigga. Sure, you the child. I'm the grown up. Don't you worry about what grown folks do until you become one. Until then, I said you ain't vaping, boy. Spencer was looking so terrified. His eyes was big as I was like big as saucers. He looked scared. He really looked scared, girl. You said I think Gil keeps still from. Yeah, it's like but we can, we can't be like, and even though it's a TV show, it's a TV show, but we can't really be like that with our kids, right? Just because I might have done something in my heydays back in the day, okay? Just because I might have done something back in the day when I was a stupid ass kid or teenager or young adult, don't mean that I'm about to be lax on you because you're doing the same thing, because ain't no enabling around here. Shit. But anyway, yeah. So I think she got her point across at that point in time. But I think she still should have paid more attention to what he was saying about his friends. That's all. That's all. But yeah. So let me ask you before we get to Chanel's trial or her taking the stand. I want to ask you about Attorney Lucy Wargo. Okay, we know she's the district prosecuting attorney. And she's basically, not only is she trying to handle this case and trying to win this case with Chanel and the murder of Chanel's ex JT, but she's also still trying to find the best way to handle her son's father, Peter, her ex, because we saw before how Lucy ex Peter was literally following her state to state, stalking her, hiding in her bushes, popping up at her job out the blue, trying to get her to get back with him. Then after he saw that she was refusing his advances, he served her with custody papers. So Lucy's son, John, he still has no idea that his father was abusive to his mother, because what she told her son was the reason why he went to jail was because of a DUI and gun possession. And that's why they locked him away. And then in Peter's absence, in her husband's absence, Lucy continued to make him out to be really a good guy who just made some bad choices. Really a good guy who was just misunderstood, and not this monster who used to go upside her head every chance he got. So during this episode, we saw her son, John, packing up to spend 3 days enjoying some hockey, some Dave and Buster's, things like that. And she did put a Apple AirTag in his jacket pocket, which I can totally understand why she did that. When her son wasn't looking, she slipped that into his pocket and told him to wear that jacket because it's going to be chilly. And again, I can definitely see why Lucy would think to do something like that, or think that it was necessary, because in many situations, out of anger, frustration, maybe even revenge, we didn't see where non-custodial parents, they will run off with the child or try to run off with the child. So matter of fact, I even told my oldest son, who got my grandbaby, you need to buy one of those Apple iTags. And when y'all out and about, put it on your son's, stick it on his pants or stick it on his jacket or, somewhere like that. And he was like, Mom, that's a good idea. I was just going to buy a leash. I'm like, I said, boy, if you buy a leash, people going to be looking at you at the malls or wherever y'all going to be at. Like, what the hell? This ain't what black people do. My son is dead. Girl, when I tell you my son is dead set on getting a leash for his baby. And they don't even call them leashes anymore. I don't know the proper term that they call them, but they even got the backpacks. You can put the backpack on the kid, and it has like something that connects the child to you so they don't go too far, But yeah, he's like, yeah, the Apple tag. Yeah, but I want the leash too. But anyway, she is a victim of domestic violence. She is a victim. And I had already thought that she was a victim. Just how crazy he was acting. Real stalkerish, real psycho. I want you back. Take me back. I'm so all up in her job and shit. She's a lawyer, an attorney, a prosecutor. Okay, he was all up in her job making a scene. So I already had a feeling that he was putting his hands on her. And even in this episode, her friend or whoever that was she was talking to, she's like, why don't you tell your son the truth? Tell your son why your ex was really in prison. Instead of telling him that it was a DUI and, a gun possession. So that's like, tell him. She's like, well, it's kind of too late for that, really, ain't it? Because I've been lying to my child all these years, telling him that his dad was really in jail for this. But it ain't never too late. Will the son believe her? Probably not right away. But my thing is, T, it's just crazy how Lucy's acting towards Chanel. When you can look in Lucy's eyes and tell if given a chance, an opportunity, if she could get away with it, she would probably do the same thing to her son's father. Now I know you the felt that like she seemed like she could be capable of doing something. And I even said last episode, I'm like, child, is Jax and Cash gonna end up defending her? Because I have a feeling she's gonna try to do something to her ex-husband. I have a feeling. And then he was like, oh, when he brought her son back. Her son, he arrived back safely, after spending quality time with his dad. She did put the air tag in his book bag, his jacket, but I think she should have probably put it in the book bag. But either way, I don't know who found the tag. I don't know if it was the son, if it was the father, who found the air tag in the book bag, in the jacket, but I think she should have put it in the book bag instead. But it was found and it was returned. The husband, she was like, thank you so much for spending time with him. She's trying to be, cool about the situation, even though she don't want him anywhere near her, trying to be cordial. And he says, you're welcome, or he says some shit and put the air tag in her hand. And she was looking like, oh my God, what is this? Where did this come from? What in the world is this? She was shocked that he found it or that he had it. But yeah, I'm like, don't you have any empathy, any sympathy for this woman, Chanel, and what she's going through? Like, even when she was watching Chanel on the stand testify to what she's going through and how she was beaten and all this kind of stuff and choked damn near to death and, try to escape. He wouldn't let her escape and things like that. She was sitting there and you could tell that she was feeling like, damn, she's going through the same shit I went through. But because of her job and how she wants to win this case so big, she's trying not to show any empathy towards Chanel. When again, I think if she had the time and the opportunity, she would do the same thing to her husband. Mm-hmm. Yep. You said believe the cousin killed her husband. That's what I believe, T. I was gonna ask y'all, who do y'all believe did it? We done went from her kid to her boyfriend, Adrian. We done went around the world and right on who we think could do it. But I'm pretty much convinced. I'm almost 99% convinced that it might have been her cousin. It might have. I don't know. But anywho, when Jax was trying to prepare or prep Chanel, I should say, to take the stand, Jax was at her wit's end because Chanel be getting out of pocket. She be mouthing off and shit like that. Like, your life is literally on the line here. Your freedom is literally on the line here. And she's just so hot-headed and shit, which makes it kind of hard for some people, probably including the prosecutor, to believe that Chanel really killed her husband in self-defense. Because as the prosecutor was trying to say, is that Chanel probably antagonized him to the point of him hitting her. She was like, you knew all his triggers. You knew what would make him mad. Is that what you did? So that he could try to attack you and then so you could kill him and you could say it was in self-defense? That's what she was trying to get the jury to believe. And then at the last minute, Chanel decided that she wanted Cash to take over once she was on the stand. Jax couldn't quite figure out what was going on. She was like, why? Why are you doing this at the last minute? And she said, because you ain't really never believed me. You ain't really never have faith in me. And I want Cash to do it because I think he believes that, he can win. Bad mistake. Bad choice. We saw how that ended up. Girl, did y'all see Chanel up there cussing out the prosecutor? They was like, Cash. They kept saying, Cash, get your girl. Cash, get your client. Cash was just sitting there like he couldn't believe what Chanel was doing on the stand. Not only did she get upset and couldn't control her feelings, could stay in character after they had been practicing and prepping for this day. But then she done cursed out the prosecutor. Basically, like, bitch, he was gonna kill me, bitch. But yeah, I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord. But Jax, she's also really suspicious about what's going on with Chanel and her cousin Sally. And T, that's why some people now believe that Sally was the one who killed JT. And Jax even mentioned to their mutual friend, Autumn, the one who lost her baby. She even mentioned to her, like, do you think it's really something going on with Chanel and her cousin, Sally? She was like, it's actually like an unhealthy attachment that the cousins have. A very unhealthy attachment. Jax was like, it's to the point that it seems like Sally is acting as if she's the one who's actually going through the trial herself, as if she's the one who's on trial. That's how Sally is acting. And Autumn, she agreed because she knows that Sally is nowhere an empathetic person like that. She's not an empath. Empaths, they like feel what you feel. They really emotional. When people is going through stuff, they just can't help themselves but to be so sympathetic and so passionate and, stuff like that. That is not Sally. Nowhere near Sally. Okay. So Chanel, she was also aware of how suspicious Jax was becoming. And she told her cousin during this visit, well, last visit, she told Sally, I'm thinking about telling the truth. But during a visit this time, she told her that she had a change of mind. So what do you think the truth is, T? What do you think really happened? Do you think that they set him up to be killed? Do you think that he really was attacking her at first? And then maybe Sally was there helping her pack, and Sally came running in the room and saw what was going on, and then she bust him upside the head? Uh-huh. Oh Lord, no, T, no. I ain't even thought about that. Oh my God. I didn't even ooh, mm, mm. I ain't even thought about that. You know what I did think about though? Was if it could possibly be Sally or her husband. And I'm like, no, I'm leaning towards more Sally did it. But do you think Sally had a relationship with JT? Ugh, that would be so messed up. But then again, if Sally did have a relationship with JT, you think maybe she felt bad about it and she felt guilty about it and then she helped Chanel get rid of him? Is that what you're thinking, girl? You said I don't think the husband because of the argument about her putting up the house. Yep, that's true. That's why I was like, maybe not. Maybe it was Sally. Maybe it was Sally. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen much of Adrian lately, have we? Yeah, not much of Adrian. So I think Adrian is out of the picture as far as like one of the suspects. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so during this visit, Chanel told Sally, I had a change of mind, change of heart about telling the truth. And Sally, she's like, well, do you think that maybe you should tell the truth? Do you think that Jax could win the case without knowing the truth? But then again, Jax wasn't even the one to put her on the stand. It turned out to be Cash. Because I think it was at that moment that Chanel was like, maybe Jax can't win the case without knowing the truth, but maybe Cash can. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody done rested their case. Everybody done rested their case. It didn't look so good for Chanel at the end, but for some reason, like I said, I believe that something is going to happen with Lucy and her husband. And I think whatever happens between Lucy and her ex-husband, I think that might make a difference in Chanel's case. I really do. I really do. But yeah, Chanel was also wondering if Sally had already ran her mouth. Like, did you talk to somebody? You know how y'all be sitting around, you, Jackson, Autumn, and y'all be sitting around talking about me? Are you sure you haven't told them anything? But no, Sally, she's still holding on to whatever secret, that they share. A secret that's driving Chanel crazy, a secret that's ruining Sally's marriage. But, T, child, what up, the B Sector Podcast? What up, though? T said, I'm thinking they had an affair, so she offered him to make things up to Chanel. That could have been the case. That could have been the case. But what do you think about what Chanel said to Sally when she called her selfish? I was like, I know you. Sally was even like, I bet I know you lying to me. I know you lying to me. You calling me selfish when I went against my husband's advice and probably ruined my damn marriage. My husband don't even want to come home at night because I done put the house up for your ass and you done try to run off with your damn young ass little boyfriend to make us lose our house. And you talking about I'm selfish, bitch? Sally, if she could, she probably slapped the shit out of her. But they had that glass down at the jail, in between them two. But I was like, Sally probably wanted to beat her in the head with that damn phone. Like, I know you lied to me, bitch. We about to be homeless. I'm about to be husbandless. And that's when she was like, you think I'm selfish? Okay. All right. Let's see how selfish I am when you on your own. Cuz. She was like, cuz. You said I think she's also jealous of the girls hanging out. Yep. Remember how angry she was that day she walked in the restaurant and they were all together? Uh-huh. Yep. And that's what makes me think about the affair. That's why she called her selfish. Selfish. I could see her calling her selfish because of that. I could see that. And then because of that, she felt like, okay, if I am being selfish and I did do something wrong, this is my cousin. I love her. I messed up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help her take JT out of here. And then I'm going to put my house up. Even though my husband, my delectable, fine ass husband of many years told me not to. Y'all know how I love me some chocolate. All these chocolate men in this TV show. Anyway, she was like, all right then, cuz. All right, let's see how you do on your own then. But were you shocked at how horrible the cross-examination went? Was anybody shocked at how horrible the cross-examination went? I don't think nobody was shocked. Chanel was even surprised that Jax didn't say, I told you so. But I knew that prosecutor Lucy, once she had her chance to get Chanel on the stand, she was going to try to tear her up. She was going to try to destroy Chanel. So do you think Chanel should have told the truth? What do y'all think? Do you think Chanel should have told the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth? And if so, what is the truth? Now, I think that it could possibly have been her cousin, Sally, who killed JT. T thinks that it could have been Sally as well. Because she doesn't want the husband to know she slept with her cousin. Man. Okay. Man, if he found out, that would definitely be the end of their relationship, huh? He's already sleeping somewhere else. Finally came home the other night. Shit, the other night before that, he hit them skins and bounced. Then he came back the other night. He was like, yeah, unfortunately, I'm here. I'm back home. She was like, all right. She was over there getting drunk off some wine. All right, nigga. But yeah, that would be crazy. Like he's already pissed at her for putting a house up. And then to find out that she slept with JT. Ooh. That one would hurt. That one would hurt. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, at the very end of the show, while talking to Lewis, we saw Jax sitting around talking to Lewis about her smoking habit and how to handle their son Spencer's new little habit and shit with the vaping. And Jax, it was like a light bulb had went off when she said something about down a rabbit hole or keep going down a rabbit hole. T, what do you think that meant? When Jax, she literally jumped up off the couch and ran down to the jail. After she said something about keep going down a rabbit hole, she was like, oh shit, that's it, gotta go. And she just jumped up, she ran down to the jail, and then she informed Chanel that she knows who really killed JT. So as far as the rabbit hole, I was like, what is she talking about? What the hell? That stumped me right there. That really stumped me. I might go back and watch it again to figure out, just watch the ending part, the last 15 minutes maybe, because I'm like, what? Because I was trying to watch it real fast and take my notes and everything so I get ready to do my show and everything. And I was like, huh? I don't know. That threw me for a loop too, T. That threw me for a loop too. So I don't know, child. I really don't know about all that. I really don't know. But, so T, you said you think the baby is going to not make it? Did you hear how many weeks they said she was? Didn't they say 29? Lewis had got a phone call after Jax, ran down to the jail. Lewis had got a phone call, and it was obviously like a friend of, Tony's or somebody. And he was like, what? For real? Right now? But she's only like 29 weeks. He was like, okay. And so then that's when he called Lou to see if he could babysit, the kids, watch the kids. So you think the baby might not make it? Yeah, 28 weeks. Yeah, 28 weeks. That's what makes me think the baby won't make 28 weeks. Ooh, child. You know what else I was thinking? Nah. That's see, sometimes I be reaching out on a limb, going down a rabbit hole. But I was like, what if that really ain't his baby? Like, what if she doctored up some papers? Because he was like, she's only 28 weeks. And I'm like, could this bitch have been lying about him being the daddy? Or is he really the daddy and she possibly might be having a miscarriage? We shall see, child. We shall see. We shall see. But and I got my review in under an hour. Hey. You said that would be a great cliffhanger. How do they react to the baby not making it? I think T, and I could be wrong, but remember last episode, or was it this? I think it was this episode where he said he's basically so mad. Like he's still so apologetic to T. I mean to not to T, but to Jax. He was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I hate I had this baby. He said, I hate this. There's a baby, or I wish there wasn't a baby. He was saying something like that. And he was like, oh, Jax, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's really genuinely sorry and apologetic about what he did. Slipping up, not using the damn protection when him and Tony was getting fucked up. And I think he would be upset. But on the flip side, it's still, if it is still his baby, it's still his baby. And even like, if he don't want the baby, he still might end up feeling some type of way. This is how I see it playing out, T. And I could be wrong. But I see it playing out as the baby might abort mission. He might seem like he's happy, but then he goes through like this depression. That because it's supposed to be a boy, And even though he already got a boy and a girl, but you know how he seemed kind of like excited when he found out, that it was a boy. And I don't know. I don't know. I think Jax would probably be like really, really excited. Like, oh my God, Jax would be over the hill excited. But I think he would be a little guilty. Yeah, a little guilty that the baby that he didn't want is now dead. And that's still his baby. After all, it was still a baby. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. And then if she loses the baby, how will she fare? Because she might start spiraling out of control and go through this postpartum or after I forgot what it's called. I know postpartum is after you have a baby. Is it the same thing if you miscarriage? Is it still called postpartum? I don't know. But what if she gets into some type of depression and then she relies on him? Ooh, there we go, going down the rabbit hole. Like Jack said at the end. Right. Can you see it now? Jack's being like, but nigga, I thought you said you didn't even want the baby. Nigga, you said the baby, you hope the baby wasn't there. You mad that the baby is there. You so apologetic because you fucked up and you done made a damn baby. And now you sad? Jax, I love me some Jax. That's my sister girl right there. I'm telling you, that's my sister girl. We could have grew up together. We could have stayed next door to each other. We could have went to the same school, the same church. Like, that's my sister girl right there. The way she be talking, like she's so professional and very smart and brilliant and beautiful. And at the same time, she's hood. Like she will stomp a hole in your ass if she have to. Okay, sure, that's my girl. No, I'm gonna have to watch that. When was the interview? And hey, Angela, you said at this point in time, I think it may be one of the daughters. But what is this? Jack's husband. His hand had been wrapped around the whole season. Do we know how he injured it? Oh, Angela, I forgot about that. T, how did he injure his hands? I forgot about that. Angela, don't you have me going down a rabbit hole. You know I'm already in the rabbit hole, okay? All right, thank you, T. Angela, don't you have me going down no rabbit hole. It's okay. It's okay because me and T had mentioned before, and some other people had mentioned before that it might have been one of the daughters. And now we're thinking it. Do you think they could be throwing us off? Do you, Angela? Do you? Because the way they making it appear right now is that it possibly was Sally, the cousin. But do you think they trying to throw us off and it might still be somebody else like one of the daughters? Child. That's the thing, T. I don't remember either. I wonder if it was something that happened last episode because they were like messed up. Let me see if I can Google real quick. Hold up. How did Lewis hurt his hands? I'll be lucky if I can find it, huh? Reasonable doubt. Let's see what they say. Adrian pulls a gun after a trigger. Thankfully. The single mother he is married. I don't see anything coming up. Well, I don't see anything on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but Google. I'll have to look into that. I wonder if it was something that happened last season and kind of carried over and we just forgot. Could that have been it? Maybe the man was cooking or some shit. I don't know. I do not know. Hey, how you doing, QI? You said suspicious. I don't know how he hurt his hand. Yeah, they are definitely trying to throw us off. That's okay, QI. You know what? I've been doing TV show reviews for years. I got views all the way down to maybe 50 a show, up to 100,000 views on some shows. A lot of people in the B sector don't support TV show reviews, but I have other people who do, and most of the time I get my views on the replay. But yeah, it's cool. It's all good. It's all good. For the people who've been following me for a long time, for years, they know I will come in here and turn up whether I got 555 or 555. Yes. Yes. In a fight with Tristan. Okay, T. He hurt his hand in a fight with Tristan. Why I don't remember that fight? Oh God. If you can remember which episode that was, please send that to me as well. You don't have to go searching, just if you happen to remember. But I don't want to have you out there doing homework and shit. But yes. You said I know that you are in the analytics. Yes, I've been trying to stay in the analytics. I do. But yeah, I've always done TV show reviews. Some of them do great, some of them not so great, but it's my passion. It's what I like to do. And whether the B sector supports a lot or not, girl, it don't mind. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I really don't mind. Of course, I get most of my views from B sector shit, right? Of course, right? So, I mean, like, for example, my last power review on this channel only got around 400 views. The one before that got around 700 views. You know, my views range here and there. They range here and there. And then I have a lot of different YouTube channels. So I get views on all my different YouTube channels because I usually use StreamYard to stream across multiple platforms. So I might have more views on the Hood Table one day, and on the same show, might have more views on that other YouTube channel. So it's all good. I get my views. Trust me, I get my views either on this channel or on the other channel. But yeah, you say he heard it. Okay, so I'm trying to think. The fight with Tristan. Let's see, Lewis and Tristan fight. I'm really trying to. I can't believe I usually don't forget stuff like that. Hmm. Yeah, I usually don't forget stuff like that, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, I try to keep my review under an hour. It is now at 58 minutes, so I did a wonderful job. I'm about to enjoy the rest of my Thirsty Thursday. Probably go out here and watch a little more Hulu, catch up on some Diddy stuff, because tomorrow I'll be uploading another Diddy video. It might be about an hour long that I do that. I'm gonna go live. Excuse me, I'm gonna go live, but I'm gonna have it on private because every time I do like certain reviews or certain commentary, I sometimes put it on private and make sure I do all my editing and things like that, and then I release it to the public. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably do, because it's been like maybe 4 or 5 days since I did a Diddy video, a Diddy upload. So yeah, I'm gonna get the latest updates on Diddy. I know he did go to court the other day. I think they said the trial is gonna start in May. I believe that's what they said. And yeah, so I'm gonna check into that and get some updates on Diddy. Then I'll put a video about him out tomorrow. Of course, I've been covering some local stories in our neck of the wood, including police shootings, police officer involved shootings in our Black neighborhood out here. So I've been following some things on that and been doing topics on that. You said that the fight happened this season. I don't know, Angela, because I don't even remember, and I don't know if T is still in here, but I can't even remember the fight. I mean, honest to goodness, I can't. I cannot remember. And I usually have a pretty good memory, on things happening. But child, T got me. T got me. I don't know. Maybe T will send me the information. Oh, you still here, T? Okay, so Angela said, did the fight happen this season or was it last season? Because I can't even remember what happened. That is so sad. This man been walking around with both of his wrists wrapped up the whole season. And I'm telling you, every show I'll be like, why is his wrist wrapped up? Why is his wrist still wrapped up? But I never ask about it. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get my butt out of here and enjoy the rest of my Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm looking forward to a good weekend. Oh yeah, I can drop the link if you want. Yeah, sure can. Hold on. It's about to get real cold here, y'all. It's about to get real cold here. I went to the bank earlier after work, and the banker was like, the teller was like, oh my gosh. She was like, please enjoy the weather this weekend. This is going to be the last good weather weekend for us here in the Midwest. So it's going downhill from here, y'all. Down here. And if you live in the Midwest, you already know it's about to be the end of October. We had some pretty good weather this last week of October, though, which was really surprising. I even grilled a barbecue last weekend. It was like 95 degrees in October here. Child. Really nice weather.
Hey, I got a fun fact for you that I learned in the interview.
Okay.
Did you know that this story is based on Sean Hawley?
Really?
Yes, Bill Cosby's attorney and a couple of other people, the black attorney with the short hair.
Uh-huh.
That's part of this is her life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I sent you the Breakfast Club interview. It's only like 25 minutes. It's not even a half hour. And they
Okay.
spoke about it on there. It's I'm gonna mess up her name. You know she's
I can't even say it. I messed it up in the beginning of the show.
you know what, when she says it, she makes it sound so easy. So she says her name on there.
It's
But her
like Zete, Zay.
yeah, but the way she says it, it doesn't it's easier to pronounce than it looks.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's based on Sean Hawley.
Oh wow. See, I don't know a lot about her, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that show. I'll definitely check out the break. I haven't watched the Breakfast Club in so long. I don't know why.
The donkey of the day always cracks me up, and just depending who's
Mm-hmm.
on there, I will watch it. And that was because I'm so into this show.
Mm-hmm.
I made it a point to watch that interview,
Oh, okay. You know
and
what? I
I
need
just
to
watched
stop
it when
watching that.
I watched it when I was working out. Like I said, it's not even a half hour, so you'll get through it quick.
I'll check it out. I really will. But
I
I
already
think
sent it
the
to you, so check your messages. I sent it to you.
Okay, excuse me. Trying to clear my throat here, child. I need some water. But I think I stopped watching that show. Remember when that shit was going on with him and that white girl and yeah, you know, I was kind of a little turned off by what's his face? What's that boy name?
Charlemagne.
Yeah, I was kind of turned off at that, and I was kind of like, but yeah, I think that was around the time I really stopped watching them. But yeah, I used to watch them all the time.
I'll do the donkey of the day, and just I don't care what's going on now. When Donnell Rollins is on there, that is the
Hmm.
funniest. I always watch whenever Donnell Rollins is on there, and just depending on my interest of who they're having on the show, I don't watch it daily.
Well, I'm gonna start. I think I'll probably start checking them out because they used to have some really good shows on there. I haven't watched them in so long. I kind of forgot
It's
about,
not
you
silly
know.
more. And then there's a girl on there. Her name is Lauren LaRosa, and she's been sitting in for Just Hilarious. And I actually wish
Okay.
they keep her because she's more like Angela Yee, who I really wasn't a fan of, but she did research and had educated research because she used to work for
Mhm.
TMZ, so that comes from that training.
Oh yeah.
But just hilarious. Hers are just more surface. You can tell that this girl is educated. She's been working in media, so she has all the story. I became so impressed with her reporting on this whole Diddy trial thing because baby she had it. But like I said, I know that probably comes from her training for working for TMZ for so many
Oh,
years.
definitely, definitely. Oh yeah. Now that okay, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on her because TMZ they be having everything. They
Yeah,
be everywhere. I be thinking that they probably got people working in every city, every state. Like, how do y'all always be somewhere?
how do
Or it
y'all?
could be the fact that
It's a
people
leaker
just send them
somewhere.
pictures. Yeah.
I believe they have leakers who call and tell them, "Girl, look at this, look at that," and then that's
Mhm.
how they get the stories. I really believe that.
Yep. Everybody be sending them pictures and every
Right.
locations, everything. Hmm.
Well, and I know you got to go. I just want to pop up to tell you that little thing because
But
that
hold up, don't leave yet. We still want to know how he hurt his hands. Now you
all
said it was a fight. I don't remember the fight.
I don't remember the fight either. While you were talking, I just looked it up.
Oh dang. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna have to go back and go all the way back till I don't see his hands messed up. And then I'm gonna watch like the episodes before that.
You
Because I
know,
gotta find
this
out.
is the season finale. I
I
mean, the
know.
next show is the season finale. I'm sorry.
I still gotta go back. I can't finish the season without remembering how he messed up his hands.
Yeah, I don't remember the fight either, and I don't know how I didn't remember it because this is my show.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, did we see the fight? Was
I
it
don't,
just like where they talked about it, but we didn't see it? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. But
if I run into it because I always go back and watch it just like when I'm cleaning and just doing stuff around the house. I'll have it
Mhm,
on. So
mhm.
if I run into it, I'll message you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back and watch that last scene, like I said, the last 15 minutes, because when Jack said rabbit hole, I was like, huh, what? But I was trying
But
to hurry up so I could come
why
live.
was that the trigger though? That's what I need to figure out. Why
Yes.
rabbit hole her trigger?
Yeah, because remember they was talking about smoking cigarettes
Right.
and then always going down a rabbit hole. And
Yes.
then I'm like, because I'm trying to think, does Jax really think Sally did it, or is it somebody else in Jack's mind? Because I'm still not certain. I think Sally did it.
If Sally didn't do it, Sally's still tied in there somewhere.
Yeah, because she was like at the jail. I was like, dang, y'all do know they listening to y'all conversation.
Calls on the jail phone.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So
Oh
we
my
shall
God.
see. We shall see.
I can't wait. But you know what I'm gonna do this time?
Hmm.
Usually on a finale, I go live like after the finale. So what time does it come on?
Well, I always watch it at midnight because
At
it comes
midnight.
on
Okay.
midnight at when because I'm perimenopausal, so I have insomnia. So I'll wake
Okay.
up, go downstairs and watch my little shows while my husband sleep because my husband has to be up at 4:30. So I'll
Okay.
be turning on no TV, while he's sleeping.
Okay, well bet. Then I'll just do it the next day.
That'll
What's
be
a good
fine.
time for you? Because I would love for you to join me for finale if you can.
Message me like maybe an hour or two before you go, and I'll make it happen.
Okay, awesome, babe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay, I appreciate you too. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. Talk to
Bye
you later, love.
bye.
All right. Okay, you guys. Okay, you guys. I gotta go do a little homework, a little research because can't none of us remember the fight that was with Tristan and Lewis. And like I said, I'm gonna watch the last 15 minutes of the show again because I'm so stumped on the rabbit hole thing that had Jax running out of her house down to the jail. So I'm gonna watch that again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna watch that clip from the Breakfast Club that T is going to send me. And next week, y'all, when the finale comes, the next day, we are going to do the finale review. So I hope you guys can join me. Again, you guys, please, if you haven't done it already, on your way out, please like and share the video on the way out if you didn't do it on your way in. For all the people coming in for the replay, same thing. Please like and share the video if you have the capability to do so. Also, if you are new here, feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table, become a part of the Hood Nation. Hit the join membership button if you want to become a member. And if you want to donate, of course, to the commentary or to the platform, is $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you so very much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.